Hello and welcome to another episode of Planet Stran. My guest today is my first guest from the Student Union. It is Judith. Hello Judith, how are you?
Hello, I'm grand, thanks. How are you?
I'm not too bad. So Judith, well, obviously your name is Judith, but who exactly are you, what do you study and what is your role within the Student Union?
I'm Judith and I am final year doing primary. I was a music specialist, if you care about that. And my role this year in the exec is the welfare secretary. So really that means a few different wee things. My main thing is organising different charity events and ways that we can raise not just funds but awareness for different charities around campus. And of course this year a lot of that has to be done online. So yeah, I do that, and then also just looking at the general welfare for the students. So of course a big thing this year is students' mental health, especially if they're having to isolate and things like that. So we have as a students' union came up with these little welfare packs that can be sent out to students who are maybe isolating in halls, and that can include things from just your general essentials, like your food bits. Girls can get sanitary products left for them, whatever it may be, or it could be if you just want to chat to someone, one of us can drop in a wee phone call and just keep in touch really. So it is definitely a little bit different this year, but everything's different, so yeah.
I know you mentioned the COVID, so obviously the COVID obviously must have played a massive difference because it's for a time to really be in the Student Union. I think this year, I know every year is definitely difficult, no matter what year you go in as a junior, but this year really throws a whole new ball into the game. Like, it's so different just with all the COVID. So how has that massively changed the role? Have you had to come in with a whole blank page, or have you just tried to keep things as normal as possible?
Well, I suppose it has changed the role and it hasn't at the same time. A lot of things, of course, is online, and I think it's really important to try and engage with people as much as possible through the online means. So all of our freshers events were online, but it was really great because the exec were able to be on campus in person during Freshers Week, doing different tours and things like that. So it was really nice being able to touch base with the first years coming into Stran actually in person at the start of the year, because then it gave us the chance to really explain to them how, we are still here for you. If there's anything you ever need, don't be scared of a phone call or emailing us, whatever it is. And so yeah, and it is good because I have had a couple of emails, with different questions and stuff. So I'm really glad that people are making use of that. I suppose in a normal year, we'd just be coming out of Charity Week, which would be one of the big sort of main events on campus in terms of charity. But of course, this year, Charity Week couldn't happen in person. So we have provisionally moved it to February next semester. So, but we didn't want to just have, of course, we didn't want to just have a semester with no charity awareness or no fundraising. So we were able to do the shoebox appeal. So we've just finished doing the shoebox appeal, which was really great. I really enjoyed helping out with that, and we had a great response to it. And it was really good because the shoebox appeal, you could do it in the normal way by leaving in your physical shoebox and dropping it in at the SU office, or else you could also this year do it online. So we had people doing both, which was great. We love blended learning and blended active learning in Stran. So we did that. Currently, the Scholars Rugby team are taking part in Movember. So they're raising awareness for that and raising money for that, which is brilliant. And it seems to be going really well. You can see it all over the social media at the minute. And at the minute, we're also in the Students' Union running the food drive. So it's working with the People's Kitchen in Belfast. So you can leave in food, all your long-lasting food, all your tins or your coffees, whatever it may be. You can drop that off at the Students' Union now for the next 3 weeks. And we're also accepting clothes. So if you have any old clothes lying at home, especially your warm clothes, like your old coats, your hats, or your gloves, you can drop it off at the Students' Union. So really, despite there not being a charity week this semester, there still has been really great awareness for charities. And there's still a couple more wee bits to happen before Christmas as well in terms of charities. So definitely keep your eyes peeled for them. So it's been a good semester despite the circumstances. So yeah.
I know the Student Union provide an update on what's happening in the week, and obviously and Stran TV we have our own weekly roundup of one that goes over the charities such as the Shoebox Appeal and obviously the food drive. How could students go and find out what charities they can help in and can get involved in within Stranmillis?
Yeah, so the best way I would recommend. Oh, yeah. Will I keep going? Yeah. So the best way I would recommend being aware of what's going on is checking out the Facebooks and the Facebook and the Instagram. This year we're doing charity a little bit different. So normally the Students' Union would focus on just one main charity, whereas this year we're focusing on 3. So we are working with, let me just double check, so I'm always make sure I'm saying the right name. So we're working with Community Foundation in Northern Ireland. So it's a charity that supports and works alongside lots of community projects and provides grants for different funding. And we've chosen it this year because it has a focus on families who are affected by the current climate with COVID. So we thought that was great because it's close to home. And it's really important that we don't forget about the charity on our doorsteps. Then our second charity is Safara. So Safara is, it focuses on the education and about how education empowers young people in India. So I was meant to be going to India last semester, so I was involved in doing a lot of fundraising for Safara last year and learning more about it and working with people from Safara. So they're a brilliant, fantastic charity, and I'd recommend definitely checking them out. So we've linked up with them because Safara is connected with the college and do send out a college team every year. So it's a charity that's quite close to my heart. And then we've also chosen the Cancer Fund for Children in Northern Ireland because cancer, again, is something that affects every family. And as we are a teaching college focusing on young people, we thought it'd be great to hone in on the Cancer Fund for Children. And it's a charity that provides support in the community, at home and also in hospital, and really reminds children that they're not fighting cancer alone. So this year we've chosen these 3 charities. So some events might be for all 3, some might be for just one specific one. So it's really just about keeping an eye out on your emails on Facebook and Instagram, and of course, just spreading it by word as well. So yeah.
Yeah, they're all very interesting charities, especially the Safari charity. I know quite a lot about the Safari charity just because I've actually had family members go on Safari trip as students, and then I also had one my parents actually went on the Safari trip as teachers, because obviously I know Safari does a lot with students in high school and college, but also with teaching professionals, and it's obviously a very worthwhile charity, so I fully endorse that, and obviously I will be doing my bit to support it.
Great.
No, don't talk, because you get linked up with stuff and you never realise you're going to. What can students do if a student has an idea about they want to set up their own fundraiser? Are you able to support that yourself?
Well, 100%. That's another big thing. I want to facilitate and help students to raise awareness and obviously funds for charities that are close to their own hearts. That's something that I said at the start of the year. If there's ever a charity or something that you want more awareness raised for, or want to do something on campus or at the minute online, please feel free to give me an email, because I'll be more than happy to help out with it, to spread more awareness about it. If you need help in organising anything, honestly, I would love to help. And you can never be, I suppose you can never have too much awareness about different charities. I'm hearing about different charities all the time. I didn't know about that Community Foundation charity in Northern Ireland until this year, and it's a fantastic charity. So honestly, if you want to do an online fundraiser, if you want to try maybe next semester do something on campus, honestly, just let me know and we'll see what we can do.
You say let me know that. How can people actually get in contact with you and specifically for the charities? Is there a specific way? Is there an easy way for people to get in contact with you and other members of the student union?
Yeah, I'd say probably the easiest way is either messaging the Student Union Facebook page, or of course just emailing me. if you just type in Judith Campbell into your Stran email address, my email will come up. It's jjc28@strand.ac.uk. So feel free to email me, or I mean, if you find me on Facebook or Instagram, I'll not be weirded out if you message me in that either. So yeah, but it's up to you how you want to contact me. But we're all really accessible, especially through the Stranmillis Student Union Facebook and Instagram page.
That's brilliant. I have a weird thing with the Stran TV here. Is there any just kind of links up with my just new show Planet Stran Plus that hopefully a new episode will be coming out very soon. But is there any life mottos or motivational quotes that you live your life by? I know this is a bit sprung on you. Just I might as well end the show nice and positive or anything like that. Is there anything that you kind of...
Something that I always think about is what's for you won't go by you. So I know this year a lot of opportunities and stuff have been stripped away from a lot of people, but that thing was obviously just not for you at that time. So never feel scared of missing out on something or not getting the opportunity of something, because what is meant for you, I'm a full believer that we all have a path in life, and that path has been perfectly planned for us already. So what is for you won't go past you. So yeah, just don't be stressed about that. You're in the right path, and I know especially for first years this year, it's probably such a daunting year. So just remember that you're on the right path. It's all planned out ahead of you, and yeah, it was fine.
Things can only get better when you're like a first year coming in. Like obviously, I don't want first years to come in thinking like this is what Stranmillis is all about. I think it's different. This is weird for all of us, and I think like Stranmillis does get so much better when you're able to come in here, have a coffee at Betty's, and get a sausage roll at Betty's, and just sit, relax, and socialise. Thank you very much, Judith. I really appreciate it for all the information you provided, and best of luck with all the charities going forward. Thank you
so much. Can I just say, please, next semester is going to be loads more charity events as well, and we're going to be doing charity week hopefully next semester. If we can't do it in person, we will be doing it online. So please just keep a wee eye out for the things in that, and again, feel free to contact me with any questions or anything at all.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Judith.
Thank you so much.